Hey guys, Stinky Kitty Game Dev here, and in this video what I want to do is I want to replicate the pinging. So that way when we do something like that to move the ping around, I want that to replicate to other clients, as well as have the clients have the ability to replicate to other people. So to do that, what I kind of thought of a couple different ideas, and I wasn't happy with them, so I decided to go ahead and actually use the built-in replicate movement that's already built into the actors. So this only replicates when the movement is actually changed. So I kind of figured this is probably the a little bit more efficient route to take because it's not like it's something that's continually moving. It's only being moved when it's actually pinged. So to do this, in theory, this should actually already work on the server. We just have to set it to replicate movement on the as well. So in ping.cpp, here we set it to replicate. What we also want to do is just search for replicate movement. Don't want that guy because that complains. Set replicate movement. Set replicated now. It's somewhere in here. Let's see, what was it called? Set replicating movement. So we want to set that to true. And then that should enable it by default for us. I don't know if live coding is going to take care of it or not. But in our ping, we have replicated movement. If I go ahead and relaunch the project, it should show by true as default. Okay, so back in the editor, replicate movement, it is now set to true by default. So let's go ahead and try with two clients. Move this guy over a bit. Need to adjust that by default, but if I ping, there we go. So he now can move his ping around, and the client, when he does it, it moves it around only for him. The server and other clients won't actually see it. So we need to tackle that. So let's head back to our character, and I'm going to actually remove the debug line draw and increase the draw distance from 20 or 2000 to we'll do 3. Give it more range. Okay, so what do we want to do? Basically, we want an authority check. So if we are not the server, then we want to move ourselves to the server to allow it to, well, move the actor. So we want to set up a server RPC. So to do that, in our header, we just define a U function as the type server. And in this case, we do want to do reliable and with validation. So the reason we're doing it reliable is because it is essential to gameplay. So void server underscore ping location. And we want it to take in the location of which we want it to ping. So we could do a fvector, or we could do the more efficient fnet quantized. So if we search for fnet, here we have fnet quantized, 10, 100, and normal. Actually, I'm not sure what normal is. But basically, these take out the decimal points, so that way you're reducing the amount that you're sending over the network. So we're just going to do fvector net quantize, and let's just call it, let's see, location. So we're not going to change it, so we're going to leave it there and make it a constant. Let's go ahead and create the implementation, return true for the validate. And basically in here, we're going to do what we do here. So I'm going to wrap this as an is valid for ping actor, copy it, and paste it like so, and then pass in the location to the set actor location. So now that we have that set up, so if it's valid, what we want to do, we set it on the client or whoever called it, and then from there, if we do not have authority, we want to go to the server, so server underscore ping location, hit result dot location. So I do plan on modifying our location here, so I'm actually going to store this for now. So fvector, let's do a ping location equals hit result dot location, and we're going to just plug that in place of these instead. So this will be so we can modify how we want it to kind of appear. But either way, we have that set up now. Let's see if RPCs work as well with live coding. I think I've tried it, but I don't really recall. Okay, so it's compiled. confirm it works on this server to client still, which it does, and it works from client to server now. So everything seems like it's working as intended. Now we are pretty much in a good spot. We just really want to modify kind of, I guess you could say, the aspects of how we want to handle the alterations of the spawning. So we could actually do that inside of here to kind of keep things clean, but I'm going to leave that for probably the next video. So basically the idea is we'll have some parameters here that we can set in Blueprint, such as the height offset and all that kind of stuff. So we have our ping actor, we can get its height offset and apply it onto the ping location, and just some simple stuff like that. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where I have a Team Deathmatch series just for Patrons, as well as a Conquest series. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to join the Discord that's also linked down below, and I'll try to help you out. So I'll see you in the next video.